All right, I'm trying this. We'll see if this works. I don't know. CarPlay's enabled, all the things. We'll see how this looks. But this is episode 1. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna start this. My name is Dell. Um, Lots happened to me in the last 2 to 3 years. Big shift in a lot of different things. So, all right, so it works. Looks good enough. So, I'm not going to be really fancy with this YouTube channel, honestly. I had to check. Forgot. I got to keep the light on. Um, you know, so who am I? It's a loaded question, I guess. I'm a guy who has always looked for shortcuts. I'm a guy. I hope that's not too shaky. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. But I think about driving. Uh-oh. Maybe I might need to get a stabilizer in here because that looks. All right. So I think it's going to be good enough. But let me hold on. Let me check. Make sure I'm zoomed out. Oh, see, that's what was wrong. Zoomed. Rookie. So, let's talk about taking shortcuts. Right now, I'm on my way to one of my projects, I guess you could say. I'm a marketer, strategist, I guess you could call me, entrepreneur, I guess you could call me. I don't know. I'm not putting too much weight in any of it. I just have some ideas. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, right? But overall, I have been in the last year, almost year and a half, working to figure out my diabetic health, right? I am a diabetic. And this is episode 1, so I'm kind of like trying to maybe the whole point is this is completely selfish, okay? Completely selfish. I want to kind of vlog, I guess, or just document this journey. I'm actually technically on day 2 of kind of honing in. I got up yesterday, worked out a little bit, and then got up this morning. So this is only day 2. My levels were everywhere because of the weekend, because I did partake in, probably the things I shouldn't have. This vlog is going to be like down and dirty. It's more for me. It's more for my kids, more for my grandkids, maybe even later in life, my great grandkids. This is just going to, kind of sit there. That's really the purpose of this. It's not for monetization. And the other purpose is maybe this will help somebody, because I have struggled with trying to figure out a rhythm. So my doctors, everyone involved, has done, extensive testing. And right now, currently, we're going through another series of tests to figure out what happened, because they are thinking that I'm type 2 sliding into type 1. I don't know how that's possible. This is what's just been told to me. So, just kind of trying to figure out this rhythm, trying to figure out this management. I do have 2 forms of insulin. I take a long-lasting and a fast-acting when needed. At first, what I was doing is, just trying to use enough insulin to last throughout a day normally, still eat, carbs and different things like that. Not really a sugar guy, but the carbs definitely get me. Every once in a while, sugar guy. So, my doctors, after the lovely year of 2020, I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. I'm just kind of talking, okay? After the lovely year of 2020, I got a little ill, and twice, and they think what had happened is that event, read between the lines, that event shut down my pancreas, which stopped producing insulin or regulating insulin releases in my body. I believe this is how I'm trying to explain it. If you can explain it a little bit better in the comments, go ahead. Help me out because I'm always learning. I'm always trying to understand more about it. I do not know everything. I'm not an expert. I am just trying to figure out what works. Okay, so uh, they were, and I'm on my morning commute to my project. I think I said, okay, sorry, I'm all over the place. So 2020 happened, pancreas shut down. I started dropping weight like crazy. Everyone around me is like, dude, what are you doing? At first, the weight looked healthy, dropping. Uh, I started to lean up a little bit, and then I started to kind of deteriorate. Um, Muscle mass went away. Um, all the healthy looking, like my face started sinking in a little bit. That everyone said, I think I got. So I used to weigh back in the day. I used to weigh 365, lost about 100 pounds or so just naturally before 2020. Um, and then 2020 hit, and then it accelerated in an unhealthy way. I was literally all the way down after things started dropping unexplained, because I was eating like a madman. I mean, I was hungry all the time, I was thirsty all the time. I was eating like a madman, and I still couldn't keep weight on. So I thought in my head, oh, my metabolism finally kicked in. Now that I'm late 30s now, my metabolism's starting to kick in. Nope. Um, was trying to figure it out, got all the way down to 165. 165. Uh, really unhealthy weight, I think, for me. People said I looked unhealthy. People were constantly checking on, but I was just like, nah, we good, we good. But then what started happening towards the end of me knowing, what started happening is I started to experience extreme neuropathy, nerve pain, pinching, poking all over my body and my head, down to my feet, just everywhere. Oh my gosh, it was painful all the time. Couldn't explain it. I was like, finally, I can't take it no more. I'm going to the doctor. So doctor does a full blood panel, everything. Um, Wife had been telling me to go to the doctor way earlier. Just a knucklehead, just didn't listen, right? So listen to your wife, okay? Listen to your wife. Um, got there, got the test results back, found out my A1C was a 13.9. If you don't know, that's pretty bad. That was also my 90-day average. My 90-day average glucose reading, I guess you would say, the big numbers, I was at 398 was my 90-day average, which probably means at a lot of times I was higher. I think. I think that's what that probably means. Now measuring my glucose daily and trying to figure it out. Um, so here I am, 165, just got the news. I'm like, oh crap. Now what? Um, Kind of really, life is going to change. I almost felt like it was fatal. Now, I know it wasn't. I know it wasn't a diagnosis that was fatal. I know it's manageable, treatable. But they couldn't really explain initially if I was type 1 or type 2. They couldn't figure it out, because I had tendencies of, you know, type 2, obviously, but then in moments of use of insulin, which would be appropriate for supplementation or a dosage, I drop. And it would just, my numbers would go skyrocket if I ate wrong, plummet if I just did, a dose that they were recommending me. Okay. So, number two, I would recommend finding out a doctor who definitely has diabetic experience. Um, Really, even kind of has a caters to diabetic patients even, because knowledge is the number one crucial uh, thing that you need in your journey. Honestly, I'm still learning. Like I said, I think about I'm a year and a half. We found out, yeah, maybe even when did we find out? The 2024? No, 2023. 2023 we found out. So about what? A year and a half, yeah. So trying to get my dates right. Sorry. It's all a blur. I feel like it's all a blur. So I find out this day one, you know, trying to figure out, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to poke my finger. I'm going to have to, like, sorry for the truck. Like I said, I'm commuting. Got to poke my finger. I got to, do all I got to, use insulin. And that was an education curve alone, trying to figure out how to use the pin, all the things that come with the pin. I don't know what I could say, what I can't say. But all of those things, that the accessories, just I'm not scared of shots or anything like that, but just doing it to myself was just interesting. And so I, you know, went to go see a couple specialists. They actually, after using a manual reader, I had asked for a Dexcom and started there. Um, Immediately using insulin, this is why I say it's so important, because when I started using insulin, um, my doctor had told me to just every day use the long lasting, and every day, or he was telling me, use the long lasting at night, overnight. You're going to use this, and then during the day, I want you, before every meal, I want you to, regardless, shoot up 10, do the insulin. I don't think I can say that. But the use the fast acting. Sorry. Turning. I'm driving. I'm gonna get better. I promise. This is a practice. Okay. We're gonna get better. So, um, I was eating, not changing my diet really yet. If anyone knows me, I love popcorn. Okay. Popcorn is life to me. Okay. To the extent that popcorn, I have a commercial grade machine. Okay. My wife wouldn't let me bring it in the house, so we kept it in the garage. I was out there every day popping popcorn. Okay. I love popcorn, all kinds. I don't discriminate. I love it all flavors. I'll try anything. Popcorn, right? So I uh, I wasn't adjusting my diet. My After measuring stuff and noticing stuff like rises, falls, different things like that, was trying to time when to utilize it. There wasn't a lot of instruction. It just says take this before meals. And some meals I wasn't eating enough to counteract the insulin. The first time that I dropped, I promise you, I was so scared. I didn't know what was going on. My family said that I literally could not articulate words. I was sweating profusely, like drenched. Um, oh my gosh, it was so scary. I didn't know what was happening. I felt like my heart rate went up a little bit. There was just a lot happening to me in that moment that I can recall, kind of even where I was sitting, like in our living room and so forth like that. And just, we got syrup, we got everything we could to bring me back up, because the moment I started using the insulin, I just didn't know how, at what dosage, what was the ratio for my body to counteract the amount of carbs that I was utilizing. Um, there was nothing like a scale. I mean, just flat 10 units. If you're going to eat, do 10 units. And I'm like, okay. But some of those meals I had like a salad, right? And light dressing, like stuff that wasn't going to equate to counteract what I was dosing. So, um, man, I can remember the look on my family's faces, and like just the scared look of, whoa, what's gonna happen here? I remember, you know, getting back to normal, feeling normal in that moment, and out of that moment, I remember looking around the room. I'm just like, everyone's like, doesn't know what to do, ready to take me to the hospital, ready to, just do whatever they needed to do, but didn't know what to do. So it was a lot of fear, when we trying to figure it out. So it's been, like I said, probably about a year and a half since I've found out. Still not really knowing a lot per se, but no more because of experience, which is good. Um, we used to live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and now we moved to the Orlando area in Florida. Um, you know, I found out all of this and didn't only had the overnight insulin. Let me tell you, I only had the overnight insulin first. It wasn't until 2-3 weeks later I got some fast acting because I was still eating carbs, didn't see my numbers dropping terribly in the range where the doc wanted them. So he gave me some fast acting to help with the meals and different things like that because I didn't change my diet. So now I found out right before our anniversary. I think it was a 19-year anniversary, maybe the 18-year anniversary. 18 years, I think it was 18. I've been married for now. That's today's what, March 19th. March 19th. Um, this year we'll be married 20 years. So found out right before our anniversary because we had planned a trip to Disney, just the birthday anniversary / trip. We took a couple trips before there, just our anniversary. We found out that day. We were leaving the next morning that I was diabetic. When you're going to Disney, you want to eat all the foods, popcorn, right? Um, just enjoy yourself. You're on vacation, all the things. And it was a different Disney trip. I did my best. Still splurged at some places, saw my numbers rise, and but as my numbers spent more time lower than my normal, the neuropathy started to, get better, and different things. So that's kind of like the intro. I don't know how much else to kind of put up here. I'm not going to edit these like terribly at all. Like maybe a couple edits, couple jump cuts, and that's about it. Okay. This is kind of like a check-in. Maybe later on, if you could tell me, guys, what you want to see in these videos. I'm starting to work out. I'm starting a minimum of 45 minutes of cardio every day, no matter what, even Sundays, even the day of rest. Still going to do at least 45 minutes of cardio. I at least get about maybe 2 miles in because I got a little bit of a routine I'm trying out. So let me know what you guys want to see. If you want to see the routine, if you want to see like meal prepping, what I'm cooking, different things like that. I'm just going to kind of really document a lot of this, like I said, for myself. And then this action, honestly, is probably going to hold me accountable to wake up early, do what I said I would do, different things like that. So let me know in the comments, and maybe we'll see. Just let me know. Let me know what you want to know, what you want to see. Currently today I weigh 247 pounds. Insulin is kicking my butt. I've noticed the weight gain back since I started using insulin. Like I said, I got down to 165 about a year and a half ago, and now I'm 247. Have not been working out. It's been very inconsistent. Have not strength trained. So now I'm strength training. I'm doing the cardio every day, and eating better. I'm completely changing my diet more to lean and green. So let me know, guys. This is the first episode. Like I said, we're just gonna do this first one here. I don't know what else to kind of showcase, see what would help others as well. I could talk about my levels, I could talk about, my dosage, different things like that. I just thought that if there was somebody walking through what I'm walking through and they kind of documented it, it would give me motivation to learn more, stay consistent, all those things. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe this would just help somebody else. So um, it's twofold. It's for me, my family, documenting the journey, and maybe for somebody else. So episode 1, that's it. So let me know. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys.